What if the fragments of self, pieced together from dreams and scars that heal too swiftly, echoed our primal terror of being more or less than human, sacrificing certainty for the hope of belonging in a world that devours its own? Envision the damp chill of a storm-lashed pier seeping through rusted metal, the acrid tang of salt and decay biting the air like unspoken doubts, the distant rumble of thunder mimicking a heartbeat quickened by revelation, and shadows twisting in flashlight beams like memories refusing to stay buried, reminiscent of those historical awakenings like Frankenstein's creature gazing upon its maker or the atomic survivors of Hiroshima pondering their altered flesh amid ruins. This is the unsettling undercurrent of Episode 6 of Touring After the Apocalypse, released on November 14, 2025, a shadowy interlude in the series' nomadic arc where Yoko and Aries' carefree voyage veers into introspective shadows, probing the apocalypse's lingering fingerprints on body and soul. I personally was struck by its creeping fusion of tranquility and turmoil, a whisper of existential fracture that dangles elusive truths without shattering the illusion, much like the suspense before the Titanic's submerged secret surfaced, teasing depths that could redefine survival itself. You're standing on that rain-slicked platform now, aren't you? The thunder vibrating in your chest, the shadows clawing at your periphery. Doesn't it kindle a restless curiosity, urging you to peer into the storm and discover if such hidden selves can weather the revelations? Building on the prior episode's serene detours, where Yoko and Aries' bicycle odyssey through Japan's verdant overgrowth uncovered cosmic anomalies like a scarred moon, blending whimsy with quiet foreboding, this installment docks them at a storm-battered landmark, unraveling dreamlike echoes of the past amid mechanical woes and unforeseen perils that test their bond. Picture the wind-whipped expanse of a forgotten sea bridge, evocative of the isolated outposts in the mist where fog conceals horrors, or the historical lighthouses of Cape Horn where sailors brave tempests for elusive shores. Here, a puncture's aftermath leads to nocturnal explorations, cryptic messages surface unbidden, and a glitch disrupts the idyll, transitioning the narrative from aimless touring to probing personal mysteries. The episode arcs toward intimate confrontations, suspending hints of altered realities that heighten the journey's enigmatic pull, much like the turning tides in Life of Pi before the island's illusions dissolve. But what spectral voices from yesteryear fracture their present peace? You're bracing against that gale already, the salt stinging your eyes, the creak of metal underfoot. Isn't that surge of uncertainty coiling within you, impelling you to watch and chase the storm's elusive core? Episode 6 deftly advances the main narrative by shifting from external wanderings to internal excavations, revealing fragments of Yoko's pre-apocalypse past through vivid dreams and anomalous healing, while an action-infused encounter with mutated wildlife injects urgency, culminating in a cliffhanger of technological malfunction that teases broader implications for the world's demise. Key revelations emerge in subtle layers. Cryptic communications hint at lingering connections, and survival skirmishes expose environmental mutations, with twists in seemingly mundane repairs escalating into life-or-death chases. Pacing harmonizes contemplative lulls with sudden bursts, achieving dramatic balance that mirrors a storm's build and release, preventing stagnation while allowing introspection. Fans often query cloudy aspects, such as Yoko's rapid-wound recovery. Is it superhuman or symbolic? And the email's improbable arrival amid no signal, which can blur her origins. Drawing from Sakae Sato's manga, serialized in Dengeki Deo, with Episode 6 adapting elements from Chapter 6 and adjacent vignettes in Volume 1, per adaptation analyses on platforms like MyAnimeList. These clarify. Yoko's healing underscores her potential synthetic or evolved nature, a deliberate ambiguity seeded early for later arcs exploring human recreation post-cataclysm. Manga Volumes 2 to 3 expand on shelter origins without confirming android theories, ruling out cyborg via organic. Bleeding. The email's timing ties to Aries' glitch, a narrative device for foreshadowing tech remnants rather than supernatural intervention, providing deeper context that enriches the anime's condensed mystery as a bridge to existential lore on humanity's fade. Yoko's emotional terrain deepens profoundly, her hidden wounds, the spectral haze of pre-birth memories and an unscarred body, unveiling motivations rooted in identity's fragility, her choices during perils consistent in stoic resourcefulness yet surprising in vulnerable confessions, transformative as she grapples with self-doubt amid Aries' falter. Aerie, the effervescent counterpoint, reveals motivations of fierce loyalty shadowed by her own vulnerabilities, her malfunction a surprising pivot that exposes reliance on Yoko, consistent with her buoyant facade yet transformative in fostering mutual dependence. Their dialogue evolves from playful banter to poignant reassurances, etching growth through shared scars. I think these arcs feel authentically raw, surprising by subverting post-APOC stoicism with tender introspection, leaving you to wonder wonder, what concealed fractures in your own essence might such storms expose? The episode unearths queries on humanity's essence. Amid obliteration, does survival demand sacrificing authenticity, or can hope redeem altered forms? Morality frays in confrontations with mutated life, characters' choices manifesting power's absence. Opting for evasion over conquest, echoing Taoist harmony with chaos. Sacrifice appears in protective acts during glitches, pitting hope against despair's void, like Schopenhauer's will to live amid suffering. Survival versus despair clashes in dream recollections, questioning if identity's ephemera yields to resilient bonds, resonant with post-Fukushima reflections on reconstruction's human cost. Power resides in nature's reclaim, manifesting in struggles that affirm morality through humility. These pulse through veins. In our transient existences, do we embrace the glitch as evolution or erasure? You're reflecting on that fractured self now, tying your own ephemeral threads to theirs. New lore enriches the desolation. Mutated fauna like flame-resistant rats and colossal turtles suggest radiological fallout, complicating the universe with ecological rules of adaptation, while persistent text signals, emails, signals, hint at scattered remnants, adding layers of intrigue without convoluting the intimate scale, akin to unveiling irradiated ecosystems in Stalker. The script murmurs with impactful subtlety, lines pondering wounds that vanish like dreams carry foreshadowing weight, resonating post-credits like koans in Zen tales. Sharp in emotional economy, it sidesteps cliches with sincere wonder. Aries glitchy please linger, evocative of the halting confessions in her digital intimacies. You're huddled in that darkened shelter, hearing the tremor in voices, the rain's patter muffling secrets. Doesn't it amplify your suspense, drawing you to decode the existential whispers in every halted word? Studio Flad's art direction mesmerizes with fluid peril. Chase sequences surge in frantic dashes, colors deepening to stormy indigos and fiery oranges symbolizing inner turmoil. Lighting pierces darkness with flashlight beams, shadows swarming like doubts, stillness in dream sequences, contrasting chaotic pursuits. Symbolism shapes impact, beauty as deceptive fragility, like Hokusai's waves where calm belies fury, angles heighten claustrophobia. Dutch tilts and rat swarms mirror disorientation, intimate compositions and repairs amplify vulnerability, editing rhythms swell like tempests, slow motion in revelations, rapid in assaults, echoing Miyazaki's environmental tensions. The OST emerges as a spectral whisper, haunting motifs crescendo in chases, burning into memory with dissonant strings, silences amid. Glitches scream louder than storms, akin to Akira's cybernetic voids. Inori Mine's Yoko trembles with soulful restraint, intensity flaring in doubts. Konomi Kohara's Eri infuses glitchy tremor with poignant warmth. Their timbers embody fractured spirits, pulsing with raw authenticity. This episode scarred me with a blend of serenity's ache and chaos's spark, wonder in fleeting bonds, sorrow in existential glitches, moments like the signal's flare igniting that visceral thrill of questioned being. The climax? A collision of digital echoes and primal swarms, a breaking point where identities glitch toward transformation, reminiscent of the Trinity Test's atomic dawn, where humanity glimpsed its own unmaking. It evokes universal riddles. In fractured worlds, can we reboot hope from despair's code? You're tasting that stormy salt now, hearing the swarm's distant hum. Doesn't it provoke insatiable curiosity, rendering the episode's depths your compelled unraveling? Pacing falters in transitional lulls, complexity in mutations opaques causation, opacity around origins frustrates, but reverse this. These deliberate pauses thematic to apocalypse's quiet voids, stylistic choices enhancing immersion like hype. Yet, as shadows recede into a glitchy dawn, one question flickers like a faulty signal. If your own essence glitched in the ruins, what reborn self would emerge? Watch it. It's not mere touring. It's the journey decoding your unspoken apocalypse.